All right, it wasn't the Bay Area last night. It was the Klay Area.
Hey!
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson in Sacramento taking on the Kings. This one came down to it, so we're going to pick it up in the fourth quarter. Oh, this is just unfair, Steph, playing with them.
Come on, in and out behind the back.
But then, again, Malik Monk out to Domantas Sabonis off the glass.
It is the Chase Center.
Well, yeah, it is.
Gotcha.
And then Klay Thompson, watch him here, final seconds.
Middings off
Yes,
the
sir.
dribble.
Klay Thompson, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Steph Curry, 21, 5, and 3. The Warriors get the win, 102-101. This is what it looked like courtside in Chase Center. Look, even Draymond, Steve Kerr, everybody is thrilled. This is how it sounded after the game.
I mean, you know, Bob, I get going left. I step back and rise up. It's tough to stop, but didn't have my best shooting half in that second, but I stuck with it. And that's the beauty of this game. You stick with it. You play hard defense. I mean, the basketball guys tend to favor you.
Those moments where, you know, Klay hits a huge shot, first person gets the bear hug of his Draymond, like there's some poetry in that. So it's kind of cool how it's, I don't ever take those moments for granted, knowing how long we've been doing this.
Say it with me, Perk. Klay Area. Come on.
Come on.
Klay Area. Last night was Klay's third game winner against the Kings alone. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Because here's what happened. His first, it was actually 10 years ago. He hit this corner three, time running out, give the Warriors a 2-point lead over the Kings. They eventually won that game 87-83. Fun fact, Richard Jefferson, he also had 3 points in that game. Good for Rich. Then, of course, we're not going to forget this. It was 2 years later, 2015. Klay made NBA history. 37 points in one quarter. He made all 13 shots, including a league record 9 3-pointers in a quarter. He finished with 57 in the game. Just insane. And then, 2018, down 1. Klay followed up his own miss to take the lead. Just over 5 seconds remaining in this one. Look at the little flex he's got going on there. He finished with 31, 117-116 win over the Kings. That all led, of course, to last night. I mean, the step back, the jump shot, take the lead. Only 2 seconds left remaining. The Warriors have now won 4 in a row. And here's Draymond with a little homage to one of Klay's post-game habits after the game.
Anybody think it's going to fly? Y'all doubt? All right, y'all not. All right, so about 4 people not doubting me.
That is terrible.
Terrible?
That thing is not flying anywhere. Yeah. We could have a throwing contest.
Yeah,
That thing is
you made
going
it upset,
nowhere.
like over there.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Terrible engineer.
I don't know if we're better engineers. I don't know if our ergonomics or chairs, aerodynamics are better. I think we should try. We should practice. We should make some paper airplanes. And while we're working on it, Brian, we know the goal for the Warriors, this team, is to win a 5th championship. So who is the most important Warrior, not most important airplane maker, to get the Warriors back to the finals?
Yeah, not featured in that highlight, unfortunately. Andrew Wiggins, I really think, is a guy to watch for the Warriors. You know, Wiggins was their second best player when they won the title 2 years ago. And last year, I know there's been a lot paid attention to their chemistry and the issues that they had with Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. But when Andrew Wiggins had to leave the team to deal with those personal reasons, he was never really the same, and they just weren't the same as a team. And he really had to use the back end of the season to try to get back in condition. And even this year, as good of a start as they're off to, Wiggins hasn't quite been himself. You know, Steve Kerr has talked about how he wasn't quite at the top of his game at the start of the season, which I think is a code for his conditioning wasn't really where they wanted. He elected not to play for the Canadians over the summer. He has not finished some of the games down the stretch, a couple of the early games. And Wiggins, because of his ability defensively, because of his versatility and who he can guard, how important he is rebounding the basketball for them, Wiggins is the guy that can elevate where they are as a whole team. And so that's the guy you really need to be watch, and he really needs to be in sort of this 2022 condition as we get into the back half of this season.
You just dropped so much knowledge, and I'm like working so hard on making sure my angles are precise here. Continue, Perk.
It's all about the toss in the airplane. But look, here's the thing. And the producers are going to be mad at me. I originally had Andrew Wiggins, and I got to thinking, it's all about Draymond Green. It's all about Draymond Green, the guy that anchors their defense, a guy that is in the Western Conference that has somewhat giving Jokic problems when he defends him. And in order for the Golden State Warriors to get to where they're trying to go, and we know it's not a secret of winning the championship, guess what? They're going to have to go through the defending champs at some point, and you're going to have to go through Jokic. What guy can you name in the league outside of besides Draymond Green that could actually contain him?
I feel like that's a fool's mission to try to contain Nikola Jokic. I think mine looks okay.
Just like our fool's mission to like make
I think I did it inside out.
I mean, you just got to let it toss.
Okay, yours came return to sender. My turn. Here we go.
Right, let's see. Go. It took flight. It took flight, and that's what the Golden State Warriors are hoping to do. Chiney, last word on the key for Golden State.
You know what? I think it's really their collective IQ. We're going to look at that final play by, Klay Thompson offensively and say, wow, that was amazing. And I think his teammates loved that. But the reality is they won the game defensively. And watch what happens right here at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Sabonis is trying to send a flare screen for Monk to go to the rim. Guess who sees it? Steph. And also CP3. So they start coaching. And so they're like, hey, there's going to be a back flare screen. They're telling Wiggs, keep your eye on Monk. Stay under. He does exactly that. He's physical under Sabonis. This is coaching from the sidelines in real time. And he's able to be in a position to deflect the ball. So as much as we love Klay's shot, I love that even more. People ask, what does Chris Paul bring? Well, it looks like Chris and Steph are on the same page, coaching, whether they're on the floor or off. And I love that the Warriors' chemistry brings you good things like plays, like, makes, and then also good things like that as well.
You're so right. I was talking to Bruce Frazier, an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors last week, and he said there's not many teams that have a higher collective IQ in the NBA than us, and that is what we are banking on. We get to see the Warriors in action against the Thunder tomorrow night.
I'm on fire. It's NBA,